Good morning, students. Let us continue with the chapter number 10, cell cycle and cell division. We have already studied about the cell cycle and we have seen the stages of the cell cycle to be the interphase and M phase. M phase is the actual phase division. So let us start with the M phase. Here we have already studied about that M phase is the equational division phase in which there are four stages: prophase, metaphase, anaphase and telophase. So karyokinesis involves four stages. After karyokinesis we have to study cytokinesis, which completes the M phase and cell division. So let's start with the first phase, that is prophase. Prophase, which is the first stage of karyokinesis of mitosis, that is equational division, follows the S and G2 phase of the interphase. In the S and G2 phase, the new DNA molecules are formed and are not distinct but intertwined. Prophase is marked by the initiation of condensation of chromosomal material. The chromosomal material becomes untangled during this process. Let's see chromatin condensation in the figure. Here is the early prophase in which the DNA is intertwined, and in the late prophase, that is till the completion of the prophase, we can mark two major changes in the cell. One is that intertwined DNA becomes chromosome, and second is that nuclear membrane starts degrading so that the chromosomes can be released in the cell. So these two changes are the main events of the prophase. The centrosome, which had undergone duplication during S phase of interphase, now begins to move towards the opposite poles of the cell. The completion of prophase can thus be marked by the following characteristic events. First, chromosomal material condenses to form compact mitotic chromosome. Chromosomes are seen to be composed of two chromatids attached together at a centromere. Second is centrosome, which had undergone duplication during interphase, begins to move towards the opposite pole of the cell. Each centrosome radiates out microtubules called as esters because it looks like a star. Ester means star. The two stars together with spindle fiber forms mitotic apparatus. Cells at the end of the prophase, when viewed under the microscope, do not show any of the organelle like Golgi complex, endoplasmic reticulum, nucleolus and the nuclear envelope. Only what is seen is that cytoplasm is there, esters are there and chromosomes are there. So this remarks the prophase, end of the prophase. As the prophase ends, the next phase starts, that is metaphase. The complete disintegration of the nuclear envelope marks the start of the second phase of mitosis. Hence, the chromosomes are spread through the cytoplasm of the cell. By this stage, condensation of chromosome is completed and they can be observed clearly under the microscope. This then is the stage at which morphology of the chromosome is most easily studied. At this stage, metaphase chromosome is made up of two sister chromatids which are held together by a centromere as it is shown in the figure. We can see only cell membrane, cytoplasm, two esters star-like, then chromosomes are spread throughout the cytoplasm attached with the spindle fibers. This is the beginning of the metaphase. Till the end of the metaphase, we can see that all the chromosomes are aligned on the equator position in the cell. That is, in the center, all the chromosomes occupy their positions. Small disc-shaped structures at the surface of centromere are called kinetochores that we have already studied in the structure of chromosome. These structures serve as the site of attachment of the spindle fiber that is formed by the spindle fibers to the chromosomes that are moved into the position at the center of the cell. Hence, metaphase is characterized by all the chromosomes coming to lie at the equator with one chromatid of each chromosome connected by its kinetochore to the spindle fibers from one pole and its sister chromatid connected by the spindle fiber to the other pole as shown in the figure. The plane of alignment of the chromosome at metaphase is referred to as the metaphase plate. The key features of this phase are: first, spindle fiber attached to the kinetochores of the chromosome. Second, chromosomes are moved to spindle equator and get aligned along the metaphase plate through spindle fibers on both the poles so that sister chromatid can easily be separated. Next is anaphase. At the onset of the anaphase, each chromosome arranged at the metaphase plate is split simultaneously, and two daughter chromatids, now referred to as daughter chromosome of the future daughter nuclei, begin their migration towards the opposite poles. As each chromosome moves away from the equatorial plate, the centromere of each chromosome remains directed towards the pole and hence at the leading edge, with the arms of the chromosome trailing behind, लटकते हुए रह जाते हैं, as shown in figure. Here is the cell that represents the anaphase. The cell becomes somewhat elongated in structure. On both the poles, spindle fibers contract in order to separate the sister chromatids from the chromosome, and hence the chromosome is get equally distributed on both the poles. Here the spindle fibers are attached to the kinetochore of both the chromosome chromatids. What are the key events? So following are the key events. Centromeres split and chromatids separate. Chromatids move towards the opposite poles. So these are the events that marks the end of the anaphase. The last phase is telophase, which completes the cell division. At the beginning of the final stage of karyokinesis, that is telophase, the chromosomes that have reached their respective pole decondense, that they are again converting themselves to the thread-like structure and lose their individuality, means they will intertwine to each other. जो अलग अलग क्रोमोसोम थे अब वो वापस एक कंटिन्यूस थ्रेड में कन्वर्ट हो जाएंगे. The individual chromosomes can no longer be seen, and each set of chromatin material tends to collect at each of the two poles. You can see how the chromatin is again condensed, no chromosomes are individually seen, and roughly the synthesis of the nuclear membrane is started. Clear? So both the poles have one chromatid each, which is converted into the chromatin material. That is not, each chromosomes are not visible. So chromosomes are just visible only in the earlier phases. Now, this is the stage which shows the following key events. First is chromosome cluster at the opposite spindle pole, and their identity is lost as discrete element. Nuclear envelope develops around the chromosome cluster at each pole, forming two daughter nuclei. Nucleolus, Golgi complex, ER, which were disappeared, they again formed. Next event to telophase is cytokinesis, because telophase marks the end of the karyokinesis. So to complete the M phase, we require cytokinesis also. Mitosis accomplishes not only the segregation of duplicated chromosomes into daughter nuclei, but the cell itself is also divided into two daughter cells by separation of cytoplasm and organelles called cytokinesis, at the end of which cell division gets completed. We obtain two individual cells after the process of cytokinesis. The process of cytokinesis differs in the animal cell as well as in the plant cell. Let us see them one by one. In animal cell, this is achieved by the appearance of a furrow in the plasma membrane. Furrow gradually deepens and ultimately joins in the center, dividing the cell cytoplasm into two. Plant cells, however, are enclosed by a relatively inextensible cell wall. Therefore, they undergo cytokinesis by a different mechanism. Here we can see the furrow that is proceeding towards the center, and once the both ends are joined, results in the separation of the two daughter cells. In plant cell, wall formation starts in the center of the cell and grows outwards to meet the existing lateral walls. The formation of new cell wall begins with the formation of a simple precursor called the cell plate that was not found in the animal cell. It represents the middle lamella between the walls of the two adjacent cells. Here we can see how the cell plate is formed that grows towards the walls of the existing cell. Once this growing cell plate is completely formed, the two cells are separated from each other. At the time of the cytoplasmic division, organelles like mitochondria and plastid gets distributed between the two daughter cells. In some organisms, karyokinesis is not followed by cytokinesis, resulting in a multinucleate condition that leads to the formation of syncytium, for example, as in liquid endosperm in a coconut. What is the significance of mitosis? How it is important for a organism? So mitosis or equational division is usually restricted to the diploid cells only. However, in some lower plants and in some social insects, haploid cells also divide by mitosis. It is very essential to understand the significance of this division in the life of an organism. Are you aware of some example where you have studied about haploid and diploid insects? Yes. We have studied about those insects in earlier chapters. Mitosis usually results in the production of diploid daughter cells with identical genetic complement. The growth of multicellular organism is due to mitosis. Cell growth results in disturbing the ratio between the nucleus and the cytoplasm. It therefore becomes essential for a cell to divide to restore that nucleocytoplasmic ratio. A very significant contribution of mitosis is cell repair. The cells of the upper layer of epidermis, cells of the lining of the gut, and blood cells are being constantly replaced. Mitotic division in the meristematic tissue, the apical and the lateral cambium result in a continuous growth of plants throughout their life. Here are some microscopic pictures of the prophase, metaphase, anaphase, and telophase observed during the cell division